Hi Aries, this is Nyonjo from Truth Exchange Tarot, and I'm here to do your spring equinox reading. Spring equinox reading. So, spring equinox consists of March 20th to June 20th. And that's Aries season, your season, Taurus season, and Gemini season. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to all the people who like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, let's get started. So, your overall message for, what is it? Your season is lifetime. So, these two cards are telling me that, well, it's your birthday season. It's your birthday season. So, I guess what I'm getting is that, literally the word lifetime are coming together, lifetime. So I feel like you're in a period of review, because it's your solar year. You're about to embark on a new year, new chapters. And the thing with time, dealing with anniversaries can bring things up. So you're like, oh, this time last year I was like this, and you're like, oh, I haven't gotten as further along as I want to be, or like, I remember I was dating that person, or I remember I was bringing out those people, and it's just like, either you're still doing those things, you're feeling happy, or you feel a sense of nostalgia because you don't have those things in your life. Either way, you're just in a period of review, trying to figure out what really gives you life, really makes you passionate and feel connected. And I would say with the time card too, just don't get too caught up and feel like it has to be done at certain periods of time. You have to have certain milestones at certain times, because if you get caught up in all that, then you're not really doing it for you, you're doing it in comparison to other people. Alright, overall message for that. So let's get your tarot cards. You have Knight of Swords, the Justice card, and then the Justice in reverse, and then the Ten of Swords here in reverse. So you come into the month just ready to tell the truth, ready to move through things, cut things off, stick it to the man. You see this person is just like cutting the sword up in this bird. I think it's connected to this picture here. I forgot about these. Wait a second. Never mind. The page is sort of what's in there. So, you're ready to just stick it to whoever's trying to challenge you. But then there's still a sense of unbalance that's happening in your life. Let's see why that is. Because with the Ten of Swords, it's just like there's a cycle that's just about to end, but it's not. Partly because you're overthinking it. Like I said, with the time, milestones, you get so caught up in that, it's just like gonna drive you up the wall, because you're not gonna be accomplishing things at certain times because certain synchronicities and coincidences and circumstances have not folded into your life yet. Okay, yeah. So you have the Ten of Wands in reverse, which is asking you to release the burden of all that, like, what coulda, what should I be doing, what, just do it, just don't. And then with the, you have the Ten of Swords here again. It's just the idea of overthinking things. Like, you'll be able to release this, like, you'll be able to move forward at the end of this cycle. Just be able to take all the knowledge, all the swords that you've gathered, all the thoughts you've gathered, and move forward. And continue with the Eight of Pentacles, this internal work that you're doing. Continue to kind of build things, build with other people, build upon past knowledge, build community, relationships, romantic or friendships. Like, you'll be able to continue to know what you need to invest in once you kind of let go of all that overthinking things. These two cards came up. The Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups in reverse. So I think the Two of Cups in reverse is kind of really speaking to internalizing that you're worthy of being connected to in a partnership, either romantic, friendships, like just deeper connections. And it'll allow you to it'll bring you this great happiness once you kind of release all this stuff. So your advice for this period is, my inner compass knows the way. So you know, you have spent this lifetime so far gathering information, like I said, with the tens, because you have 3 tens here, like you're just full. But now you have all this information. It's time to release into the world and start applying, and not just holding it. Because if you just hold all this information, you're gonna be starting to pick at. You're gonna start grabbing more, which is that point of overthinking things. And with the inner compass, it's just like you'll know what direction you need to take next once you kind of release all that, like I said. All right, now to Taurus season. So you have your overall messages are voice and creativity. So that's pretty awesome. So with the voice part, it's definitely asking you to value your self-expression. Like I said, with the Knight of Swords at the beginning of your season, Aries, just like call out into the wild. Like, I think it's asking you to like really put yourself out there. Because you know, with wolves, I think this is true, I'm not sure, but with wolves, it's like, you know, people are like, wolves are lone wolf. Like, you're just by yourself, trucking on your own. Like, wolves are just by themselves. But like, there's a reason there's a wolf pack. So you are communicating, putting yourself out there, so you're able to connect with the creative types of people you want to be connected with. Be connected to the innovative and inspirational people you want to be connected to. Like, this is the time period, but you're gonna have to put the work in. Like I said, with the Eight of Pentacles, once you're not putting in the work towards things that are never gonna return investment, you're gonna get a return of investment on. Like, you'll be able to kind of feel real free during Taurus season, to kind of just put yourself out there. And so your oracle cards here are the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles. So with the 7 of Pentacles here, with the 6 of Pentacles, it's really asking you to stand up for yourself in terms of like inequity in your relationships, romantic, familial, whatever. And I think also it's just asking you to stick to your standards and your expectations. Like, have these standards, stand up for yourself. Don't feel so either or. That's what I'm getting. Don't feel so either or. Because if you just like get stuck in a binary, you're gonna keep thinking about things in a way that's just will always end up being stagnant. Like, binaries just lead to is a form of control. Like, you putting into things into two different boxes is a form of control, because if you're able to just to put things in boxes, things are a lot more manageable. They're not manageable. You're just putting them into things that don't even need to be. You're putting things that can't even be contained. I don't know why. That was long. That was a weird metaphor, but what I'm trying to say is, like, just a lot of room for complexity here. All right, let's get some more information here. So that's why I don't like shuffling on camera. It takes me forever. That flew out, but I don't know what it is. Oh, I'm like, spirit. One card though. Alright, and I mean, the 10 of Pentacles, you know, as the kind of end result of this time. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles at the end result of this time is just this like sense of stability financially, energetically, but also the sense of feeling like you're belonging in a group, in a community. But the only way you're going to get that is to, you know, recognize when inequity is happening. And your clarification cards are the Magician, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Wands. So I think allowing yourself to feel a lot more, you know, in realizing you have the resources around you to be able to manifest what you want, and the energy to be able to manifest what you want is going to allow you to know who's being like not real in terms of who putting in equal effort and work into your growth. And as a result, you'll have this celebratory energy of being in community with other people. Like just very much connected. One more card? Okay. Spirit Stone. Okay, spin. Yeah. And I think this is kind of the Two of Pentacles here is sort of like a warning card. With the Two of Pentacles, it's just like you're kind of juggling two different things. So I think a part of this sort of your journey during your birthday season is kind of narrow things down. And with the Two of Pentacles, it's asking you to continue upon that energy of what like you need to prioritize. It's asking you to prioritize, you know, connecting with these people, but just the idea of prioritization, prioritizing the people who actually put in the effort, who, you know, are going to be so happy when you're connected to this energy, what will contribute to this energy, are contributing to the energy, like, yeah, priorities, what I'm trying to get from here. And so your overall advice for Taurus season is healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. And that's pretty straightforward. Boundaries is what's going to allow you to feel. I mean, that's what the Seven of Wands is talking about. Is standing up for yourself, having the resources, energy to stand up for yourself. And boundaries is also about what you want in. So, what you want into your life. You feel okay with wanting those things. Nothing wrong with having, you know, expectations. All right, so let's go on to Gemini season, which is May 20th to June 20th, or May 21st to June 20th. Right, whatever. All right, so you have labor here, labor and abundance. So it's just continue on this theme of just continue to putting in the work. Continue to like work towards this sort of abundance, knowing that it's possible, having the taste of it. Like you with this card here is like you've tasted the pomegranate, you've tasted the abundance, you know it's possible. But in order to maintain, you're gonna have to keep working. You have to keep working at it. Like it's not something that's just gonna like, you know, it's like pushing a cart and it just keeps going. Like you're gonna have to keep pushing that cart. You know, you're gonna have to keep putting in the work to be able to continue to have sort of plentifulness and all these energies in your life. And yeah, so your cards for this month, or this period, your tarot cards are Five of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So with the Five of Cups, I think maybe you didn't realize you had to keep putting in the work because something happened where it just slipped up. You kind of just slipped up. So you feel like you're kind of just focusing on sort of the messiness that could be happening. You're focusing on the negativity. You're focusing on the what ifs, like this energy that you are trying to combat during your time period. Like, you know, things always come back up. But I think during this period, you might be kind of feeling it a little bit heavy. Yeah, feeling it a little bit heavy. And with the Sun reverse. Oh, that's up. Sun upright. Oops, sorry. Sun upright. And I think, so this kind of like period of time is going to sort of expose sort of the gaps of where you haven't put the work in and where you haven't put the labor in. And as a result, you're going to get to this place of feeling very self-sufficient. And with Eight of Wands, it's just like things are going to start just coming in more and more and more, faster and faster and faster. You're going to be connecting to people. You know, Eight of Wands has to do with communication. It has to do with social media. It has to do with patterns as well. So I think you're going to start developing a pattern, a habit of this self-sufficiency, this like kind of internal energetic stability and feeling worthy. You have the Eight of Wands again. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. Look at this. You see this? What? Okay. That's a double message. That's telling me someone's going to text you. Someone's going to email you. Someone's going to DM you on Insta, Twitter. Wait, does Facebook have DM? I haven't been on Facebook for 2 years, so I don't know. 3 years. Whew, 3 years? Yeah. All right, so someone's going to talk to you on text, on message, whatever. I'm like, what are they going to talk to you about, though? Probably abundance. They're going to remind you of the sweet abundance that you've tasted. Ooh. Lord. Whew. Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse here. Maybe someone's just going to test you. You've gotten to this place of feeling fulfilled. And now you're getting all these messages, maybe from people who are trying to tell you you're like some type of way, you know, some type of way, like overbearing, controlling, you know, someone's trying to mess with you. I was going to say fuck with you. Oh, I said it, so. Someone's trying to fuck with you. Make your wheel turn upside down, you know. But your overall advice for this period of time is I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. Just like, you know, brush them off. This is so early 2000. Just brush off your shoulders. Just brush them off, you know. Just brush off those people. Brush off the haters. Brush off all the people who are just, you know, talking. Don't brush off everybody, because there are people who are trying to give you, you know, there's always people who brush off the people who are doing it in a negative, from a lower vibration, it's like people like to say, from a shadow side. People are trying to come at you from a shadow side. Like you have the ability to like manifest what you want. You're already doing it. You know, the gaps in your plan have been exposed, so you know how to move forward. So the ease and this confidence will come through. The confidence from the Knight of Pentacles will come through. So it's just asking you to, like, you know, that you got it. It's smooth sailing. I mean, not always, but like you got it. Don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to them. So that's your reading. If you like a personal reading from me, go to my website, truthischanged.tumblr.com. And I have new moon and full moon readings that I do every month on my Instagram at truthischanged.tarot. Go on it. People like it. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Blessings.